Welcome back to Sevens Big League and our third replay this evening, the game out at Windy Hill between Geelong 8th and Essendon 4th. Certainly on paper, it appeared that Essendon would indeed have the wood on Geelong, who over recent weeks had indeed been very disappointing. However, the Cats had different ideas and there was very little between the two sides at the end of the first, second and third terms. Geelong led by 1 point at quarter time, Essendon 5 points at half time and 5 points at three-quarter time. As was the case with the Melbourne-Hawthorn game at the MCG, there were quite a few ugly incidents, and in the third quarter, a number of players were involved in separate wrestling matches out on the field, probably about 25 to 30 players being involved in them. However, no reports were ultimately made. It was a thrilling final term, and let's go out now to Windy Hill, the final quarter, Essendon and Geelong.
Thrown in over the top to Madden, Justin Madden, thrown out there to Neagle. Van der Haar, hand passes back to Bahajar. Bahajar kicks it long towards the half-forward line, and Jeffries diving and trying to take the mark. Can't do so. Card's here, he's going to be tackled, but he gets it over to Whitcomb, and here's a chance now for Geelong to open it up over the half-back line. Whitcomb can go for a run, he's got Turner to run up beside him too. Whitcomb now a short lead, short pass, and a good lead there by Yates. Yates now playing on quickly, trying to give it over towards Mangels. Mangels running in, can't mark the ball, comes back over the top to Flanagan, but it's out of bounds in that forward pocket area. In a very valuable position for Geelong in that forward pocket, only about 5 yards away from the goal line. Essendon at 10-11-71, Geelong 9-11-65.
Flanagan will be opposed in ruck to Merritt. And here's the boundary throw in. Players waiting down for it. Walsh it was who came up high and got the tap straight down to Folds. Folds' kick is towards Turner. Crunch. Down goes Turner. He'll definitely get the free kick. It went against Terry Danaher, and Turner really has been a courageous and gutsy and talented player for Geelong after half-time. He knew he was down early and he's lifted his game considerably. Up high was Reynolds and couldn't mark. The ball's whipped out of the pack. Handball was intercepted. Still a chance in there. Oh, that's kicking in danger. Definitely against, I think, Merritt. And the free kick will go to one of the smallest players on the ground, in Andrew Hughes of Geelong. He's kicked one goal already. He's a long, long way out, and in fact would need to kick this about 60 to 65 metres. He thinks he can. It's not quite going to land there. It'll hit in the square, knocked loose, fisted through finally by Tim Watson for a forced behind to Geelong. Safety first, then from Watson, over the line. Essendon 10-11-61, lead Geelong by 5 points. Geelong 9-12-66. Good kick out towards Watson. From behind it'll be Jeffries. Watson in front, did well and took a good mark. He's the acting skipper for today. Ron Andrews didn't take his place on the selected side. A nicely placed kick up towards half forward to Otway. Otway now boots down towards full forward. Schultz down there, and good play in defence by Ray Card to force it out over the boundary line in the forward pocket for a throw-in. And John Mossop, sitting down in the stand just next to us here, also was selected in the side, but due to injury had to withdraw.
Yes, the ball thrown in, dangerous position for Geelong here. Madden gets in the ruck. Over the top there is Danaher. Hand pulls the ball out towards Fowler. Fowler trying to burst his way through, can't do so. Card, strong play by Card to hit that ball on the turf, and umpire Morrow comes in to ball it up. Right in front of the Essendon goal line. 71 plays 66. Ball is knocked down right into that melee of players again, and the umpire's going to come in and ball it up once again. Been a mixture of very, very physical play out here at Windy Hill today. Justin Madden's been in everything, so is his big brother Simon, and Fowler now trying to get a kick, can't do so, and once again it'll be balled up. This time Geelong take it away a little bit further on.
Peter Johnson off and Zane Taylor back on for Geelong.
Johnson has done nothing since the first quarter, when he took a magnificent mark in the 10-yard square. He was only about 5 yards out, I think, at that stage, and in fact he kicked the point. Well, that was an interesting free kick. Simon Madden didn't agree with it, but he said there was shepherding in the ruck, and the free kick is going there to Fedke. Carl Fedke. Left foot kick by Fedke right up towards centre wing. Yates is in there, couldn't mark the ball. Watson now is off. Good tackle by Watson. Hughes is there, and that's another good tackle. And Geelong have tackled very, very hard today. Over to Darcy. Darcy, short pass, looking there for Yates. And also Van der Haar. Van der Haar, very casual play. Reynolds back to Yates, but there's not a very good hand pass by Reynolds. Very casual play by both Van der Haar and Reynolds in that instant. And the ball's out of bounds. Justin Madden now will be opposed to Reynolds at this stage. He taps it down, comes straight to Geelong player. Madden there again, gets his boot to ball, and Lutz of fortune gives it over to Watson a beautiful kick down towards the half-back flank, and there's a magnificent mark for Paul Jeffers.
Oh, there's a free kick.
That's
pushing the back.
No doubt an evening up to Hawker, so I don't think Geelong deserved one before.
Hawker's kicking towards the forward pocket, looking for Copping. Copping has had the ball a long time, finally tackled. Could have been freed, I thought, for holding the ball. Players very solidly going in, and that's against Darcy, I think. Couldn't see that one at all, and the free kick has gone to Graham Schultz.
That might be Copping.
It's Copping, Stephen Copping, who has kicked 1-1 in the match. You can see how close he is to the boundary line. He's about 50 metres out. It's close. Madden up, couldn't take the mark, over the line and forced through. No mark, and
he might have paid it.
He has to Geelong. No mark, I thought, to Simon Madden, who got hands to it. This is Scratcher Neal, not quite sure what to go. Dummies the handball. It was not a good handball indeed. It'll go towards Fedke, who's paddling the ball along in front. Well tackled, close to the boundary line. Tried to kick off the ground by Bright. Back infield to Graback, who's well tackled, towards Nagel, who tapped the ball up. Good decision. He was in control when he was grabbed, and umpire Jeff Morrow said he held it, and in fact dropped it. And so the free kick will go to Manjuls, down to half forward. Van der Haar beauty. Now he's starting to mark a little better, the Flying Dutchman. One of the best aerialists in the game. Now playing at centre half back. Spears it into the centre. Who does he find? Former captain in Simon Madden, who from full forward has kicked 2 goals today. He goes out wide looking for Danaher, who also has kicked a couple, and he'll get the advantage of a 15-metre penalty, and probably now can make it goal number 3. Van der Haar started at centre half forward and Danaher at centre half back. They've changed them because Van der Haar was injured early in the match, and Danaher a short pass. And who's he found? Hawker. And Glenn Hawker so far in the match hasn't scored at all, but is now well within kicking distance, about 40 metres out, and a half forward flank angle. Time check is 13 and a half minutes into this final term. Be a handy one for Essendon. They're trying to shrug off Geelong, who are 4 places lower on the ladder at 8th. And Hawker fires at goal, won't even make the distance. Copping. Well, it went over the head of Malarkey and Justin Madden, who with arms up must be at least 10 foot tall, and Stephen Copping stood his ground and has taken a very well judged mark. Tight angle though. Copping's kicked 1-1 in the match, and this will be a great goal if he can steer it through from here. It's there. It's a good goal.
I think that's a very handy goal to Essendon. As once again Simon Madden gets that tap down into the Essendon half-forward line of flank, but there's Ian Nankervis playing 303 games today. Over to Scratcher Neal, and Neal from the centre wing position to kick it long. They're looking for Stevenson. Reynoldsson can't take the mark. Merritt's in there. It's going to be tackled very strongly too. There's Madden trying to get the ball out. Finally it's picked up there by Watson. Watson a hand pass over to Otway there to Fowler. Fowler kick down towards half forward line, centre wing, and it's a free kick to Danaher. Been a very good player for Essendon since he's been shifted to the centre half forward area. Terry Danaher sees the lead by Copping again, and almost took a mark there, but it's going to be a free kick to Geelong. Be taken there by Ray Card. Ray Card on that half-back line. The big boy there in Flanagan is calling for it, and that's where Ray Card is kicking it. Simon Madden sets himself though, so too is Jeffries. Neal is in there also, trying to get the ball out. Tackle very strongly, dropping the ball to the umpire. And the free kick's going Essendon's way to be taken there by Fowler. Fowler centre wing, will drive it right down towards centre half forward. Copping setting himself, Ray Card's there, coming back towards Whitcomb. Whitcomb gets a kick, but really to nobody in particular. The ball will beat, or the bounce will beat, in fact, Essendon players there. They're struggling for it, fighting themselves actually, and Geelong bring it right down towards that full forward line. Nobody can take the mark, but here's a chance for Yates. If he can pick it up and swing round to have a shot in towards the goal, he can. Oh, he swings it back beautifully over here. Magnificent goal, kick in towards the goal line there by Yates to find his teammate in Andrew Buse, who's already kicked 1 goal, and Geelong are not out of it yet. 66 plays 77. There's the kick by Hughes, and I'll wait for the umpire's decision. He's got it through, so it's 10-12. That is in fact 7 points behind Essendon, who are 11-11-77.
Peter Johnson warming up again on the interchange bench for Geelong, ready to come onto the ground, and I think Carl Fedke is coming off. Yes, he is. He hasn't done a bad job today, the youngster, in the ruck against the might of the Madden brothers. And so Johnson goes back onto the ground and straight down into the forward pocket. Flanagan got the tap this time. A chance there for Manjuls, missed it. It's gone to Nagel. He's picked a few kicks up in this last quarter. That's a pretty even bump there from Bernard Toohey, and Nagel staged beautifully for that. He absolutely must be smiling to himself to get a relayed free kick further down the field. It was just a good hip and shoulder, a fraction of a second after Nagel had kicked on. Nagel bounced down, bounced straight back up again, and poor Toohey has conceded perhaps a goal because Copping has the relayed free kick further down in the forward pocket. Nagel with a big smile on his face. Copping lines up. Oh dear. He's kicked 2 goals too today, Stephen Copping. Kicks them from tight angles and misses the relatively easy ones. Today's been a fiery game. Plenty of incidents throughout the first 3 quarters. Not so much in this last quarter. Geelong did bounce out today and apply tons of physical pressure to Essendon, who for the first half didn't appear to handle it all that well, but after half-time they've handled that and gone on and done well with the football. Oh, Crunch, Fowler in heavily. That's a bad one. And the free kick is going to go to a pretty groggy Paul Jeffries for Geelong, who copped that right up around the face mark. It's been what's been happening all day, Doug, hasn't it? Very heavy physical clashes.
Yes, Jeffries, he's not a great kick of the ball, but that's a beautiful one. Right, torpedo right down the field, and a 15-metre penalty. So Jeffries has got the chance to land it in the goal line, and they'll be looking for a big mark to Johnston here. He'd have to be fairly close to kick it, or as I say, in the first quarter, that made no difference. It's only 5 metres out and kicked a point.
18 minutes gone in this last term.
Yeah, it's a very interesting game. 6 points of difference. Ball being relayed back to Paul Jeffries. And if he can kick another kick like he did just then, he could land it down on the goal line. Going after the torpedo. Not a bad looking one either. Johnson setting himself, and almost a mark there to Vanderhaar. And the players dive in on top of it, and it's going to be balled up. About 25 metres out from the Geelong goal, the difference 6 points. I wouldn't think the Essendon supporters would be very happy with their form here today, although you cannot take anything away from Geelong at all. They've played very well indeed. Runs there, also Foles. Foles gets to boot the ball, but here comes Yates and taking a mark. That's good play by Mark Yates. He wants to get it quickly because there's no way he can score from there. There's a kick by Mark Yates. Johnson setting himself also. Taylor takes a mark, and it's a good one too.
Oh, beauty.
Oh, shades of Copping down the other end.
There are 4 Essendon players standing in the goal square saying, what happened?
That's right, Taylor. There's no doubt that he took an easy mark there. There's Walsh on the mark, and this will put the scores dead level. And it does, dead level here. The scores. Taylor kicks his first rather, and one finger makes for 5. 19-minute mark of the final quarter. Essendon 11-12, Geelong the same, and so we've really got a game on our hands here.
Full marks to Geelong, in 8th position on the ladder prior to today's 21st round with only 7 wins. Essendon twice as many wins, looking for the double chance to try to get from 4th to 3rd. And Geelong have made the long trip here to Windy Hill, and today come out and given heaps to Essendon. Irrespective of the result, though, it'll be a good hit out for Essendon prior to the finals, but they have had to work very, very hard today. Simon Madden taps down to Bahagia, had it a long time, picked up by Fowler, up to half forward, Danaher from behind, no mark. Jeffries coming out of the pack, gives it across to Toohey, who goes up towards half forward, and coming out of defence is Graback, tackled high, ducked his head and a little lucky, but he gets the free kick and gives it across to Neil Clark. Neil Clark up towards half forward. A tackle there. Fowler sends the ball forward, and that'll be a mark 30 metres out from goal to Ray Carden. He's been solid in the back pocket today without being spectacular. Oh, 2 players colliding out there. It's a Geelong mark. They clear and go down towards half forward looking for Bright. Knocked away from him, close to the boundary line. Turner running at it. The outer don't like him at all after an incident involving Merv Neagle in the second term when Neagle went down behind the play. And every time Turner's gone near the outer stand over there, the crowd have certainly come to life. Good tap back by Madden towards Neagle, in fact. He put the ball down on the ground and lost it. Bright in there solidly. Not good play by Neagle, who's not at top form. And umpire Jeff Morrow will come in and bounce. Time is 21 minutes into this last term.
Yes, well, who's going to get on top in this final 10 minutes as we find coming out of there is Otway. His kick's a short one. It goes straight there to Menzel's. Menzel's over to Ian Nankervis. He's always looking for somebody to kick it to, and there's Johnson coming out, and he'll take the mark on his chest. Johnson, well, it'd be a miraculous kick if he can kick this. He's a long way out. He's already kicked one. And there's a kick, wobbly looking old 1-2, right up high. Nobody can mark that ball. Bruns is in there and it's through. So Geelong hit the front in the 21st minute mark of the final. This is the final quarter. 11-13 to Essendon's 11-12. A short kick out to Foles, and the pressure's right on Essendon now. Can they get back and prove that they're worthy final five contention? It's a free kick to Geelong. Will be taken here by Bernard Toohey.
The Hodge has been taken off the ground, replaced by Eustace for Essendon.
Well, there you go. There's Toohey looking up there for Reynoldsson. Reynoldsson, not Reynoldsson, it's the big boy, or is it? Yes, it is Reynoldsson. I was right the first time. He's already kicked one. And Essendon at the moment a little bit nonplussed with what's going on out there. An easy mark by Reynoldsson on his own, and let's see if he can kick this goal. By gee, it'll be a handy one for Geelong. There it is, and I don't think there's much doubt about that. Or is it enough? It's through, I think. I think it's through. Yes, it is. A great goal by Reynoldsson. His second. And Geelong go to 12 goals, 13. That's 85. Essendon 11-12, 78. And Geelong in front by 7 points.
Well, we could have one of the upsets of the year here at Windy Hill today in this 21st round. Simon Madden, a good tap out. Back to Nankervis. He lost it. Streaming through is Schultz. He's already kicked 2 goals. He fires towards goal, and Graham Schultz has kicked his third. And what a tremendous answer back from Essendon. Simon Madden in the centre of the ground, hammered it forward. Schultz picked it up from centre half forward, put through a long straight goal, his third, and Essendon fight back. A point the difference. Geelong 12-13, 85. Essendon 12-12, 84, and more than 20,000 people here today at Windy Hill absolutely now have come alive in the last 5 or 6 minutes that's remaining in this match. 24 and a half minutes gone, and umpire Ian Robinson starts it off again at centre field. Up goes Flanagan, gets the tap down this time. Through there is Menjules, in for the hard ball as he's been all day. One of Geelong's better players. And umpire Morrow now comes in and will bounce. Still in the inside the centre square. A point the difference, Geelong in front. What an upset if they could topple the side 4th on the ladder with a week to go before the finals. Neagle had the ball taken away from him. Coming out of it is Watson, trying to do it himself. Good tap back there from Taylor at half forward. Running in solidly is Fowler. He goes to ground. A good bump. No, it's been ruled as a push in the back. I couldn't see it from here.
Oh, goodness me.
And the Geelong player's not happy about it, but Grant Fowler will take the free kick. Tim Darcy very vocal in his displeasure there. It was just a good solid clash with players running at the ball. There's a lead on from Danaher, which is ignored, and now Fowler kicks badly into the forward pocket. Justin Madden, though, comes from nowhere and takes a screamer. Biggest player in league football has pulled down a great mark in the forward pocket. Has not scored in the match at all, and this will be a very, very tight angle, but he's a left footer, so this will favour him. And older brother Simon comes across with a quiet word and then says, now it's up to you. A point will level the scores, and the goal will put Essendon in front 25 minutes into this last quarter.
Well, there's the pressure on Justin Madden at the moment. Lining up, and we'll soon know by the reaction of the crowd at the back of the goals. He might have brought it through. He has. A magnificent goal by Justin Madden, and Essendon have hit the front again. 13-12, 85 points ahead of Geelong. 12-13, 85. 25-minute mark, final quarter. And Simon Madden rushes back into the centre, and that set the Essendon stand alive here at Windy Hill. It'll be who can get the initiative out of this centre bounce. Flanagan's got his teammates there geeing him on as Morrow comes in to bounce the ball. Morrow, umpire Morrow, the nephew of a former great Geelong player in Tom Morrow, former chairman of selectors, in fact, when I was played down there. As Simon Madden gets that ball out, Come through Schultz, a long hand pass in, and Curvis will come out, trying to get away from Van der Haar. Hand passes over toward Manjuls. Manjuls has got Schultz coming in after it again. He picks it up, a left foot kick over his shoulder. Will the ball bounce over the top, over towards Justin Madden again. Hotways in there, but the ball is out of bounds on the forward pocket area. Or is it going to be a ball up?
It's going to be a bounce, Doug, yes.
By Morrow, right in that forward pocket area. Justin Madden trying to get the ball over, knocked forward there towards Turner. Turner's kick up towards the centre wing position. Mark Yates is backing back, but the ball is knocked out of his hands. 27 minutes gone in this final quarter. Essendon in front by 5 points. Can Geelong get back in this game?
Boundary throw in. Simon Madden and Flanagan. Simon Madden, yet another tap out. He's lifted in this last quarter. A chance out there for Glenn Hawker. Hooks the ball back into the forward pocket. Could almost be a mark. No free kick or mark paid, and Malaki will clear from the last line of defence. Handballs into the centre to Jeffries. He pops and now goes out wide. Not a well-placed kick, and it goes straight to Shane Hurd of Essendon on the centre wing. And Jeffries, that was a bad one. A 15-metre penalty against Bright. But play on is the call into Meagle in the centre of the ground, and Essendon slow it down. 5 points in front and 28 minutes gone. Now they're just playing keepings off, and out wide into the half-forward flank area is Timmy Watson. He breaks around, kicks long up in towards the goal square. Where's the tall timber? Madden! Now it's Van der Haar. The Flying Dutchman in the goal square has taken one of his best marks for the day. And if he puts this through, you can shut the gate. I saw Simon Madden going in from the side, but Van der Haar has taken a great mark, point-blank range. He hasn't scored in the match, and it's there. Listen to the Essendon supporters, they love it. And Essendon scoot away again to an 11-point lead. The Bombers.
There's Doug Wade and Graham McNaney, and a marked similarity between that game and the one at the MCG, with the well-fancied side, in this case Essendon, being headed late in the final quarter, but finally getting up to win, and also by 11 points. Schultz got 3 goals for Essendon, and for Geelong, Bright, Buse, Turner and Reynoldson each kicked 2 goals for the Cats, and from their point of view, certainly a much improved performance. You're watching Sevens Big League. We'll check all today's silence.